How did you get up in a high speed chase?
That's what
Break
it-
that story down.
It just, again, fucking around in a small town shouldn't be. I was already in trouble. I was already on misdemeanor probation at the time, and they was revoking it. So we was like, we had this big scheme. We was fixing to like move to Houston. We was finna move to Cleveland, it's a little town outside of Houston. We had this whole plan, and that day we were leaving, I just so happened to be at that Bushes. It's crazy you said that, bro. The whole thing started at that fucking Bushes. I don't even know if it was Bushes then. It might have still been Jerry's, or it might have been Bushes. But yeah, it happened right there, bro. In that drive-in, some rich lady was like honking her horn. I was talking to somebody in the drive-thru, and he was in like a beat up truck. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't got no bread, bro. He's just broke. You know what I'm saying? He's just, nobody.
Yeah.
And she behind him in the Benz, like blowing the horn and like yelling and shit. And when she pulled up next to me, I don't know what she said. She said something smart ass, like yelling at us. I I called her a bitch and some other shit. And she pulled off. And then like I was driving down the main street after that, and I remember driving down the main street, and like she passed me, and when she passed me, she was like, "Hi, hi," was like pointing at her phone, and I'm like, this stupid bitch, like what the fuck? And when I looked up, there was a cop behind her, and when he seen, like I seen him, and he seen me, and so I was like, all right, I'm finna pretend like I'm getting gas. I pulled in the gas pump right there, and when I pulled in the gas pump, he busted a U-turn, he came and got in the gas pump behind me. My ass was like, pretended like I was on the phone. Like I got out, pretended like I was on the phone, and he was like behind me yelling at me, you know what I'm saying? Talking about, get back in your car. And I'm like, hold on, like, man, hold on, there's a cop behind. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like trying to play like I'm on my phone and shit. And he's like, get back in your fucking car now or you're going to fucking jail. And I was like, you told me to. And I got back in the car and I started that bitch and I just took off, bro. I was like, fuck it. It's exactly what happened, bro.
Why would he even say get back in your car? Like, that's a
bro, that's why I'm like, all right, look at that. I'm like, you told me to. And I just got back in the car and I cranked that bitch and I took off, bro. And I was like, I had this plan in my head. I'm like, man, I'm going to get on the highway. There's a little town called Abbott. I'm like, man, I'm going to exit and I'm just going to crash. Yeah, fuck this little motherfucker. I'm just going to crash into a cornfield and I'm just going to run. Because I know everywhere out there. Like, I would just crash to a cornfield. Fuck the car. You know what I'm saying? And we'll just go. We're going to be in Houston tonight. We're going to be gravy. Man, bro, I'm on that highway. I'm doing like 127, which is not very fast. But I'm in a Cadillac. You know what I'm saying? With fucking like a fucking 99 Cadillac on Vogues. And, bro, them fucking truckers, you cannot outrun a radio, bro. You cannot outrun a radio. You can't do it. I'm on the highway, and it's like all the truckers just fucking box me in, bro, and slow me down. I'm like, ooh, I'm doing okay. And then it's like, at that point, I'm like, fuck. I'm like, all right, let me call my mama. Look at this. First thing you do is some real shit happen, right? You want to call mama. So I'm like, let me call mama.
Get your story out first. Nah, man, he had.
Yeah, so I fucking I called mama and I was like I was like, hey, I don't have time to explain, but I'm on the highway. There's police are following me. Like they're chasing me. Like I'm fixing to exit. I'm in Abbott. I'm passing mile marker. But she's like, what? I'm like, stop talking, just listen. I'm like, come here. You know what I mean? And I like told her where I was at, and then I pulled over. And all that shit transferred. It was super fucking whack. That I didn't get tased or nothing, bro. It was like this whole experience was weird, bro. It was like all that shit happened. I pulled over. I mean, shit. You want me to finish? I'll tell the whole story. Look at that. Yeah. Okay. So I pulled over. I get off the phone with my mama. I don't even think I hang up the phone. I think I leave her on the phone. You know what I'm saying? So she can hear. And they surround the car. They got tasers in every window. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I'm lasered up, bro. I'm covered in and I got my hand. Like, as soon as they come up, I'm done. Like, first thing I say, bro, I'm done. I'm done.
Taser, they be done.
And bro, they lasered me up, and I just see all these tasers in them. I don't want to get tased. You know what I'm saying? But like, I see all these tasers,
multiple tasers,
and like, bro, they're very unorganized. They're yelling at me. They're yelling at me like, keep your hands on the wheel. Somebody else is yelling at me. Put your hands up. Somebody else is yelling at me. Put your hands out the window. You know what I mean? And it's like, which one y'all want me to fucking do? You know what I'm saying? And then like finally they just opened the door and somebody grabbed me and pulled me out that bitch. And it was like, they're just super unorganized, bro. Like I remember they had me on the ground on my knees, and they were telling me to lay down. And I was like, but I was like doing everything they said. It was so many different commands, and I didn't lay down. I remember one dude saying, "I got it," and you just heard him. And boom, and kicked me in the back. Yeah, bro.
Ready for it.
Yeah, had me on the thing. And then I remember as soon as they kicked me down, then they're like, get up, telling me to get up. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, how the fuck? I'm yelling at him. Just like, how the fuck I'm going to get up? And then you hear the dude's like, I got it. He like, I remember him grabbing. He like grabbed my shirt and like wrapped it up. And he grabbed like the back of my pants. You know what I'm saying? Like where your nuts would be, but like the back of your pants. He like grabbed me and like picked me up. Bow, slammed me on the trunk. Like, bitch ass motherfucker. He got
they
out.
will slam you, bro.
By
They
that
don't
point,
give a
by
fuck.
that point, my mama done pulled up. You know what I'm saying, and all that good shit like that. So, and I mean, like, bro, when I say it was laws, I mean like every law enforcement agency you could think of, the West PD, the state troopers, the sheriffs from McLennan County. I'm on the county line, so the sheriffs from Hill County. You know what I'm saying? A helicopter, like, bro, stupid shit. It was like
now you get near the Capitol.
It was crazy, yeah. Like it was
yeah.
fucking crazy. So like that was the last, that was
dang.
the last fucking.
Oh, the final
last
straw.
Fucking time I got in trouble, and then they tried to say I threw like you know, some weed out the window. So then I had to go to court for the high speed chase and the weed, and you know what I'm saying, and long lesson learned. And here we are, not getting in trouble no more, doing great things.
No, yeah, I see you doing your thing for sure.